Hello, welcome back. And this week is a crochet week. So I've decided, because I have three major hobbies that take up a lot of space, crocheting, sewing recently, and reading, I need to break my life down into weeks in which I do these set projects or these hobbies so that I can actually get to all the projects I want, because I have a long list. And since I've just recently picked up sewing, that sewing list is getting longer and longer. So I've already decided that this week I'm going to do, it's going to be a crochet week. I have two projects that I want to work on this week and finish. One of them is the String of Pearls by Madeline Mako for the Bun Bun Challenge. I'll put a picture or something. And the other one is this like Christmassy themed blanket that I started, star blanket. I got this yarn Christmas Eve. Spur of the moment, my mom was like, we're going to Hobby Lobby. I'm like, I'm joining you. So I got this really pretty yarn, and I thought it'd be a really pretty star blanket. And obviously I haven't gone very far, but I have been able to finish one of these larger star blankets in about a week. And I have 2 bowls of the mint, 2 of the gold, and 2 of this multicolored one. So I'm just going to use as much as I can to make it as big as I can. And then the scraps are going to go into my little scrap box for my husband's scrap hoodie, which will be a project, another like finish up project that I'll do on another week. So my goal this week, it's Monday today, I should be at work. Stuff happened. I'm chilling out at home for a little bit before I go back to work. So I'm going to eat, work on this a little bit, go back to work on this again. But this will be my biggest project for this week, and then I'll just finish the String of Pearls later, because I just have to do like the pot and then the green hair leaves or whatever you want to call it. And at some point this week, I say some point, I know when I'm going. I'm going to Hobby Lobby with my girl, and we're getting fabric for my project for next week. But this week I'm focusing on this. So join me, come along. It is crochet week. Okay, here's my mint color. It is technically called Glacier from, I love this yarn, Hobby Lobby. Here's where I am. I left off somewhere in my multicolored rows. So when I do a 3-row repeat with 3 colors, and I can't remember how many, I think I do the same when I have 4 colors. Yeah, because I usually do 3 or 4 colors when I do the star blankets. So in the beginning I did the 2-row repeat, then I did 2 and then 3. So that way when I have the granny cluster rows, it's not the same color on top of each other with the same stitch. So granny cluster, this is a half double crochet, then double crochet. And then I changed it so that it's not a double, like the gold isn't stacked on top of itself, double. Does that make sense? And then I do doubles, half, cluster, then change the color again so that all the colors get to do all of the stitches in the rows. I don't think that made sense. I'm tired. You get the point. So here's where I'm at. I'm gonna just crochet for a little bit. Loose ends. This row is fun because it's the granny clusters and it goes by quick. So I'm gonna finish off this color set and then probably be productive. Kind of want another coffee, but coffee really doesn't actually wake me up. It's more of just like a yummy drink. So I'll drink some water first. I'm gonna hydrate. watch true crime, crochet, be productive. Let's go. Okay, it is Friday of my crochet week, and I haven't even completed like one color, and I had 2 skeins of each of the colors for my star blanket. I haven't even finished one color, like one of the 3 colors. I have still all 6 skeins because this week turned wild. Monday night, we took my cat into the ER for what the doctor thinks was a seizure, and we went home. Tuesday, I don't even know what happened anymore. Wednesday, I went to Hobby Lobby to get all the fabric that I need for my next week project, which I forgot to show you guys that. Thursday, I did like do some crocheting and stuff, but not near as much as I wanted to. Thursday, last night, I was just so beat because it was a long day. So I was just laying in bed watching Pride and Prejudice. Husband was asleep, and then I hear this noise. I'm like, oh crap. Thought maybe our cats were fighting. Nope, my cat had another seizure. So we went back to the ER because that's what they said to do. We got there a little after midnight, and we headed home around 4:30 a.m. Left him there and had them do all of like the blood tests and everything, and they're like, and we basically said like, oh, this is only a couple hours that you need him for. Great. Can we leave him longer and just like pay for some temporary hospitalization so we can go home, sleep? I had to work earlier this morning, I had a client, so we went home. We didn't like get to sleep until like 5:30. Husband stayed home from work. I'm like, I need you to be home with my cat. So it's just been like, ugh. I got 3.5 hours of like real sleep. I don't even know, but I worked this morning. We picked up my cat. He's home. I'm headed to a client. I gotta go to work later. And all I wanted to do was finish a star blanket this week. So I'm gonna do my best to get as far in that as I can, but I'm still planning on starting my sewing project next week because why not? It's my schedule and I can do what I want. Ugh. Entirely leave me alone. Anyways, if there are any updates on this blanket, I will update you. But right now I'm just trying to survive my cat stressing me out. Yay. It is Saturday. I am on the multicolored piece. Just finished the gold one. I finished that last night. I had to work this morning, but I'm home. My husband had to go out too, so he's gonna bring home food because I'm tired and I don't want to cook anything. My cat, he's chilling over there. He had another seizure this morning, but it was after 24 hours, so I'm just waiting until Monday to make phone calls and figure that out. But I'm gonna keep working on my project and see how much I can get done today. I'm gonna try to still finish it, and today and tomorrow. So tomorrow for my project for next week, I'll crochet as much of this as I can, and then I will cut fabric for next week. Because we're just taking it easy this weekend and starting a Hobbit and Lord of the Rings marathon, basically. So gonna work on this a little bit longer before my husband comes home with food. There's my boy just chilling. He's very responsive, which is good to see, because after his seizures he kind of just stares and seems very skittish, so when he's relaxing like this, it's good to see. hopefully we have answers soon because I don't like my boy suffering. Sorry about the terrible lighting. It is Sunday, Sunday evening around almost 9. My cat is eating over there in the craft room because our other kitty keeps trying to eat all of his food. So I just took him in here with me while I did some cutting. I have started cutting my fabric for my sewing week project. And I have finished a skein of the mint and a skein of the multicolored, and then most of the skein of the gold for my star blanket. I have like barely any of a gold left. So I'm going to attach that tonight, and I think I have a round of double crochet to do to start with. I might just set that project aside for another week to finish. It's just been a crazy week. I didn't get to finish it like I hoped. But you know what? No big deal. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I was going to do the String of Pearls project too. Wow, this week got away from me. This week was absolutely crazy. Whatever, I'm happy with what I finished for my star blanket. So I'm just going to work on that a little bit more when I sit with my husband out there and we just chill for a little bit before we go to bed. Like I said, I already started cutting for my project next week, and that project is the I saw it on TikTok, influenced. It is the rag quilt flag. So that will be my first official quilt, and it looks like so much fun. I didn't really have the desire to learn how to do all the binding and everything right now. I'm keeping my project simple. So yeah, that is my project for this week. It's that. But for tonight, I'm just gonna sit back and crochet so I can sit with my husband before we start the work week. And yeah, just hoping for some answers for my kitty as soon as possible. I will update you guys as soon as I know anything. Right now, we're just trying to keep him relaxed and chill. But praying for my boy and for a calmer week so I can get my project done. I'm hoping I'll have a good chunk of time this week to do that, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, sorry, shaking so much. Anyways, thanks for coming along with me in this crazy week with what I did get done, and I'll see you guys in the next one.